Have you ever trusted someone so much that you couldn't imagine they would turn bad? Buckle up, because that is exactly what happened when Plastic Man went to prison. But what led him to jail? What caused our superhero, one of the most powerful beings on the planet, to become evil? Let us find out. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications for more exciting content like this, only on Cartoonverse. Our story begins with Heatwave. Heatwave waited for Firestorm to revert back to his human form before savagely attacking Jason and setting him on fire. He believed that by killing Jason, he might join with Ronnie and evolve into Firestorm, completing his objective of controlling fire. Heatwave fires a train full of passengers, but Cyborg quickly extinguishes the flames. He then unintentionally sets himself on fire. Following that, he was transferred to Queens Row Penitentiary, a floating jail in South Carolina, where he is presently on death row and awaiting execution. Heatwave sets a fellow convict on fire, but a massive metal figure grabs him. Amazo. The Superguard places Heatwave in solitary confinement within. Heatwave intimidates the guards, revealing that the prison is separated into two groups. Metas are beings with particular powers, while non-metas lack them. Individuals with powers wear bracelets that limit their abilities. Those without powers lose their weapons and equipment. Non-metas are stripped of their weapons and gadgets immediately, but the metas are touched by Amazo. Before they may recharge their batteries, they are given a necklace that reduces their powers, a compliment from Green Arrow Industries. That person owns the whole. The new fish on the block quickly learn that there are only two ways to survive on the row. In here, gangs are broken by power, or, in the case of these folks, being a non-meta earns you an invitation to their crew. The meta group isn't any better, so Heatwave stays to himself and sleeps with one eye open. That's when a prison warden informs Heatwave that he cannot be kept in solitary confinement today due to his impending execution, as per federal law. So, they let him go. Soon after, Heatwave is seen wandering through the prison, scrutinizing each room. He soon encountered a prisoner, and it was clear that he hated him. Eventually, he meets a friend who is new to the institution. That was the Clue Master. Suddenly, the one prisoner who had a disagreement with Heatwave approached him and began fighting. Heatwave easily overcomes him, and he and Clue Master head to his cage, where we discover something awful. Heatwave informs Clueman that when he arrived, he realized the only way to survive was to have a goal, which he refers to as hunger. Hunger to taste the inferno and touch the ultimate fire. He was about to finally consume it. Firestorm was in his grip, but that's when things went wrong. While he was talking, we noticed that it was none other than Plastic Man who accompanied Heatwave. Plastic Man has no time to waste. He and Heatwave begin recruiting more people. They asked the prisoners to follow their lead, and one of them inquired about what would happen if they didn't. Plastic Man then transforms himself into barbed wire. It terrified the convicts, so they consented to accompany him. Heatwave organizes a large squad for their jailbreak strategy. During their escape, Plastic Man swallows all of the cameras to hide their traces as the others flee. But things turn sticky when they run into the Metagang. Heatwave accuses Atomic Skull of cooperating with guards to keep things in order. This irritates Skull, who orders Animal Man to assault Heatwave, warning him of the deadly implications of the other metas. As tensions build, the stakes for the Legion of Doom rise even higher in this action-packed story. Heatwave knocks down Animal Man, but Atomic Skull decides to remove his collar, giving him his powers back. Heatwave fights Animal Man, grabs his hair, brings him to a curb, and directs him to bite it. While others seize Atomic Skull, stand down and return to themselves, but then the Superguard Amazo appears and begins killing every prisoner he sees. Then we find out who really controls the robot. It was the Atom. Heatwave begins interrogating Atom, requesting information regarding the location of all confiscated firearms. Following that, Heatwave insists that Atom reveal the location of a key, which will allow him to release the collars of all metas. After Adam protests, Heatwave replies by just squishing his head. Heatwave puts on his suit, and then something happens. The unexpected occurs finally. Plastic Man is glad that they can finally return after defeating everyone, taking over the prison and reclaiming Heatwave's weapons. As Heatwave continues his destructive rampage, Plastic Man feels compelled to stop him. Heatwave's plan to crash the prison ship into Detroit concerned Plastic Man. He was aware that innocent people would be put in risk, and he could not allow this to happen. He is definitely not interested in wiping out the entire city since he believes it is a little too far. The innocent bystanders are where he draws the line. The Plastic Man asked him to halt the ship. That's when Heatwave and Plastic Man resolve to put an end to this. Heatwave burns the Plastic Man, but then Cyborg spots the flying jail. He immediately knows that the prison is about to fall on Detroit, so he warns all the residents, and subsequently, Cyborg employs a device to misdirect the prisoners. He was able to deflect the prison, avoiding it from colliding with the stadium. Instead, it collided with the neighboring port. Heatwave was enraged, but at least Cyborg had been murdered, so he figured he could simply burn this building down now. Cyborg, who had been gravely injured in the crash, was battling to save little energy he had left. Heatwave instructed everyone to stand back. He wanted to injure the cyborg on his own, despite the fact that his energy levels were near nothing and he was without one arm. Victor managed to put up a decent battle and eventually defeated the psychopath. Cyborg claimed to be completely online and threatened to harm the other captives if they did not cooperate and surrender. Everyone was hauled back to prison, including Heatwave, who was once again awaiting execution. That's when he met a new cellmate. The new cellmate was not looking well and began vomiting blood as the Plastic Man slowly exited his lips. Heatwave was astonished to see Plastic Man again. Sooner or later, everyone would get what they deserved. As we wrap up, don't forget to let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe for more captivating content. Thanks for watching.